What we'll be doing in this video is trying to get this Dana 300 to shift better and have independent control over the front and rear axle. So front high and low, rear high and low, or front high and rear low. Back on my Dana 300, we're trying to make it shift better, and everybody's saying you can't independently control these from the front axle to the rear axle. So I want to be able to put my front axle in high and my rear axle in low. It looks to me like you could do this with this transfer case. Right now the front is in high, the rear is in low. You switch it over, switch that. Now the front is in low and the rear is in high. So the transfer case will do it. I don't know how long it'll last doing this. So next we're going to figure out how to make it shift smoother. Okay, you can see how this spins. It spins here. This locks in to lock you in. Release it, it unlocks it. So what we're going to do, we're going to come in here from these little corners here. We're going to grind them off and make it lock in nicer and see if we can't make it shift better. I wouldn't recommend doing this until I try it and see if stuff comes apart or see if it works. Okay, here we go. I'm just taking this and polishing it up a little. Okay, as you can see, this is the one that we ground on. So I just took the edge off here and just smoothed it out. Here's how the factory ones look. They have a square edge right there. That's where we smoothed out there and up this side a little bit. So hopefully that'll help the shift also. All right, we're back to grinding on the Dana 300. You can see these teeth have little spots in them that are catching the collars. So we're gonna polish them smooth and see if that helps it shift it. Trying to make it shift better. These teeth, I'm taking the edge off of them. Okay, we're getting back assembled again. We've got the rear drive in here. Obviously, that's a low range. Okay, here's how I polish up the shift rail bores. The bores go through shift rails ride on. Just take some emery cloth, stick it on the end of the drill, polish them up. Here's the shift rails. These are actually aftermarket shift rails. See on the end of that, just polish the end up and make it slide nicer. Another problem I found with the shifter rails, well, you put them in there and there's slop in them. So we did to fix that. So I built a bushing, slips in there and tightens that up so we don't have to flex in the shift rail. Hopefully it'll fix some of the problem. Okay, first we're going to put a taper on this. Now this is an old air chisel tool. Use that to taper the top of it a little bit. This is actually a bolt I had out of my 2015 GMC. It has it's a little bigger here than it is here. Works for an expansion tool. So I need to beat that in there. Bushing. Okay, here's how we put the bushing in. Fit. Use our drill. Ream that hole out. Hang on to it. Okay, ream that hole out. This bit is 43/64. Seems to work. Stick a bushing in there. Now let's use this guy. Bottoms out. Now we got the bushings in. Then we take our emery cloth and clean it up. Okay. Should help our shifting problem. Okay, to get the bushing to the right size, we're back to our spreader tool here, our bushing maker. Take an impact. Let's see if this fits. Getting closer. Cloth. Cleaned up. A little snug, so I'm going to use the emery cloth a little more on it. Okay, now you can put the caps back on. Little metal caps to cover your shift rails. Put a little silicone on the end to help hold them. Okay, here's another problem with these. The spring here doesn't sit up quite high enough so it'll pop out of gear. So I built a spacer. It's about a 1/16 of an inch thick. Little tiny spacer. We'll drop that in there. And I dropped it in there. It's all down the hole. And you put the spring in there. Up a little bit, puts a little more tension on your shift rail to hold it into gear. Let's see if this mod works. All right, we got the Dana 300 put back together, tightened everything up. I think it's ready to go in the RocRod now.